Yo, what up, YouTube? This your boy Food Junkie coming at you with a little commentary, a little video on my way to work. You know how we do it. Just discuss what's on my mind, talk about little things here and there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little messy, may not be. It all depends on how this thing goes. But I was thinking, what happened to the good old days? You know what I'm saying? And when I say the good old days, you remember back when you was a young kid, was not in the neighborhood, whatever, you will get into an argument with somebody, whatever, get into a disagreement with one of the other kids in the neighborhood, whatever. Y'all may get into a little fisticuffs, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You drag them while it's not, they hit you in your eye, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You beat their ass, whatever the case may be, you know. But you notice I said beat their ass, I never said get your ass beat because I never experienced that. Even when I was jumped, I didn't lose, you know. Anyway, so that's another story. But yeah, what happened to the good old days where you can fight someone or have a disagreement with someone once not, and like the next minute or so, y'all are back friends, playing marbles, you know what I'm saying? Going to the store together, you know what I'm saying? Talking shit to one another was not. Talking about jumping somebody else, you know, what happened to those days? You know, where you could, you know what I'm saying, get into a disagreement with someone was not, get into a little fisticuffs, an argument with someone, and after a couple of minutes, whatever, after a while, you just get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Things go back to where they used to be. There's no more animosity. There's no more fisticuffs. There's no more craziness. You don't take it further than where it was. You know what I'm saying? What happened to those days? Like, why can't we get back to that on YouTube? It's funny that people here on YouTube was that they take things way, way, way too far. You know? It's like, damn, what happened to the good old days where we can just have a disagreement, you know what I'm saying, agree to disagree, and either move on or just get back together and knowing that we have differences of opinion on that one thing. It seems like, you know, people are so into their feelings and so into their emotions here on YouTube that they just can't let bygones be bygones. Remember that whole thing? We used to let bygones be bygones back in the days? And it wasn't that far long ago, well, it's not. But I guess with this whole thing of social media where people think that, you know, everything and anything is accessible, I guess they realize that friendships and relationships can be accessible as well. But if you're so quick to discard something or someone, that says a lot about you more opposed to the times that we're in. Because my thing is this, like, if I have had a true friendship or true liking or kindred spirit with someone was not, it really is hard for me to, you know what I'm saying, relinquish that relationship. Not because I'm desperate or anything like that, but if you don't outright do something to me that affects, harm, demoralize, disrespect me, I still feel that there's a chance, there's opportunity to get back together, because my mindset is that of the good old days to where shit, we can, you know what I'm saying, agree to disagree and get back together. Just knowing that, you know, we don't have to agree on this one specific topic or subject. That really is how my mind works. That's really how I live my life, you know what I'm saying? Unless you do something to me that is egregious, then, you know, I will continue to give you chances till I realize, well, till I come to the conclusion that, you know, you no longer care about my feelings or my emotions or my well-being, and that you're doing everything in your power to try to damage or break that. I really am a patient person. I really am. I know it don't seem like it at times, and I say I act crazy or it's not every once in a while, but I really am a patient person. I'm a patient person because I like to give people opportunities to, you know what I'm saying, help me make the decisions I need to make, which means that I give you the chances and opportunities until you show me that you no longer have, or you no longer are worthy of that opportunity or that chance. And then once I come to that conclusion, my mind is pretty much made up, and regardless of what you do or say, my mind is gonna be made up. It's just how I am. You know, like I said at the very beginning, I'm using this YouTube thing to let people know who I am and what I'm about. Not everyone's gonna like it, not everyone's gonna understand it, not everyone's gonna agree with it. And I completely understand that. But I want the people that are meant to be around me, to support me, I want them to come organically. I don't want them to be coming because, it is something that is the in vogue thing to do, the cool thing to do. I really don't care about being in vogue, or in vogue means the trendy thing. I don't care about being the trendy thing to do. I want to have substantial relationships. I'd rather have quality over quantity. I really do. That's just who I am and how I am. But yeah, welcome to the good old days where we used to be able to have a disagreement and then move on and come back together and then, just respect one another. Not with all the animosity, not with all the subliminal shit, not with all the shade and slick shit and things of that nature. Just have a real honest conversation with one another, saying, well, you said this to offend me, then you did this to offend me. Okay, well, and really genuinely apologize for it if you really mean it. Or don't, if you don't want to apologize, But at least have the conversation to where people can understand where each other is coming from. I completely understand that, not everyone is meant to get along. Trust me, I know that. I completely understand that not everyone is meant to be friends. Not everyone is meant to be companions or compadres and things of that nature. But I do believe that everyone is meant to respect one another and be respectful of each other, and not only each other, but of yourself. Because I was at Johnny Mac's conversation last night, and he mentioned something that I always say, of course, my ending, whatever, and he hit the nail right on the head. I find it easy, if you respect yourself, to respect other people. I find it easy and most likely to, if you love yourself, you're going to love and appreciate the qualities in other people. You may not always agree with it, you may not always understand it, but you find it easier to love and respect other people if you love and respect yourself. And I think that that's what we lost as time grew on and social media has grown, and we as adults have our own lives and things that we deal with. Well, it's not, everything is so quick, fast, in a hurry. Oh, I don't need this, so let me just drop it, leave it alone. Opposed to trying to work at it and cultivate it and let it grow and nourish. Well, it's not understanding that, we as human beings are people that don't always have to be right. We don't always have to be in control. We don't always have to be, made to be comfortable. Yes, we always want to be comfortable in whatever we're doing, but sometimes a little discomfort helps you grow. Like when you have that tooth that fell out your mouth, well, it's not, or have a broken bone, whatever. In order for it to mend, you got to go through some type of pain, and when it does mend finally or grow into, well, it's not, you have a stronger thing. Y'all know how steel is made, right? Steel is made when you have to break it and remold it together, break it and remold it together, break it and remold it together, break it and remold it together. That's how steel is made. And when depends on how many times that steel is broken, depends on the strength of that steel. The more times it's broken, the stronger that steel gets. And I equate that with the fact that, not saying that you are meant to be used or taken advantage of or anything like that, but if someone does something or says something to you that may be slightly offensive, if you have a relationship or say that you're working on a relationship with that person, give that relationship some respect to actually, mend itself, grow itself, get stronger. To totally disregard people or to totally constantly fight with everybody. I know some people here on YouTube, well, it's not. That's their MO. They befriend just to fight, just to cause turmoil, for a storyline or for commentary, to be talked about, to be noticed. Like because I was listening to the whole Olivia and Fibe thing. I was just looking like, okay, it was a misunderstanding, was not. But why would you go onto your platform to jump into a conversation that you misunderstood or that you wasn't agreeing with at that moment? In order for you to really have a true, intelligent conversation, you must hear everything in all aspects of it. And like I always say, eat the meat and spit out the bones. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take in what nourishes you and disregard the rest. And you can't do that if you hear one thing you don't like it and immediately go into to your platform, which, let me rephrase that, you're entitled to do whatever you want to do on your platform. But then don't get offended when someone gets upset or bothered by what you have done. This is not to defend or protect anyone. It's not just to say that's the mentality of, it seems as though that's the mentality here on YouTube. I don't like one thing someone did or said, so let me make a series of videos and start a beef. I don't like what you did or said, so let me get on my platform and berate you. I don't like what you did or said, so let me get on my platform and throw slick shade towards you. And then the end result was, well, I'm done, I'm finished, whatever. Well, if you was really done or finished, well, it's not based on your emotions and what was said about you by said individual, it's not. Well, you have to let it go. Opposed to having the meetings of the minds. See, it's stuff like that that I question people's integrity level and the hypocrisy of it all. Because my thing is that it's really, I don't dislike anyone on this line. I don't really know anyone. I know a couple people. I've met a couple of people. I talked to a couple people on the phone. I really don't know you. All I can go by is what you say and what you do, and see if those things coincide with one another. And then from that point, I make my decision of whether or not I choose to continue a relationship with you or not. You know, but it's just that, you know, I hopefully do not get to a point to where I have to, you know, continuously go back and forth to people, because I really rather not. I really rather not, because it's not where I live and where I'm at. If there's a disagreement that I have with somebody on here, well, it's not. I hope that we can have a conversation about it. I hope that we can decide to, you know, disagree on that topic, especially if we are trying to have a friendship or a YouTube-ship or whatever that y'all want to call it, or whatever they call it nowadays. Because it changes every day. You know, and we can continue to move forward to hopefully have a stronger, more effective line of communication and friendship. You know, but if not, that's fine as well. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, hopefully we can come to the conclusion or the agreement to just respect one another and move on. But yeah, all this backpedaling, backpopping, and, you know, backstabbing and subliminal messaging and things of that nature, well, it's not, really isn't cool, not as adults. You know, we should be able to use our words, have an open line of communication, and come to a conclusion, either to agree or disagree. I don't fool with you, okay, fine. But sometimes it needs to be taken off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I know it's entertaining for us to watch. Because I must admit, I'm entertained by it, but then after I'm entertained, I start thinking about it. I start analyzing it and realizing that, damn, that was something that could have been taken off of YouTube. That was something that could have been, you know what I'm saying, saved for another day, another time. I don't know. Sometimes I get introspective while it's not and think about things. Sometimes I want to be silly. This is one of the times on my way to work that I want to be introspective about situations. But yeah, welcome to the good old days where we can, you know what I'm saying, agree to disagree and move on and move forward together. I guess those days are long gone, you know, hoping for the good old days. But it's all good, you guys. Once again, it's your boy Food Junkie. If you like what I got to say, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I really do appreciate you guys' comments. I appreciate the feedback that you guys give me. And as I always say, you guys, love yourself. Love someone else. Respect yourself. And respect someone else. Until next time, you guys, I hope you have a great day. And I will speak with you later. Love you. Peace out.